I'm Forrest Saunders, standing in front of the state capitol. Governor Matt Gaetz? Yeah, it could happen. The former congressman says he's considering running for office in 2026, but, well, that remains to be seen if he'll actually get in. And as we ramp up for the next midterm election, a lot of other familiar names in the mix as well. Take a look. Maybe you saw this on your TV or social media feed.
Yesterday, the Tampa Bay Times texted me asking if I was considering running for governor of Florida. And of course I am. I am the true Florida man, after all.
Former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz confirmed on his talk show that he might run in 2026. Gaetz said he'll think and pray about this, but for now, he's staying on TV.
And who knows where that might lead. I've always loved Tallahassee, even went to college there.
It's been a wild few months for Gaetz.
Folks have been very supportive. They've been saying we're going to get a fair process.
He resigned from his congressional seat in November, right before the release of a House ethics report, which also tanked his nomination for U.S. Attorney General. The committee found, quote, substantial evidence Gaetz, quote, regularly paid for sex, used cocaine and ecstasy, and committed statutory rape with a 17-year-old. In a post, Gaetz has denied wrongdoing, noting that he's never been charged.
First of all, look, I'm competitive.
Other potential 2026 GOP contenders, Congressman Byron Donalds. Florida Politics reported this week that he's hired Trump pollster Tony Fabrizio, though Donalds hasn't made anything official.
To really say that I've come a long way in 2 years, I really have.
Then there's Florida's First Lady, Casey DeSantis. Early polling has her with a clear double-digit advantage when included in surveys, but her husband said this last May.
I would say if I had to characterize her interest in getting into the political thicket as a candidate, I would say I would characterize it as zero.
For Democrats, a bunch of names. Florida Dems Chair Nikki Fried, House Minority Leader Fentrice Driscoll, and Senate Minority Leader Jason Pizzo are in the mix. Pizzo even posted if Gaetz gets in, quote, I will kick his expletive.
You going to do anything in 26?
Ideally, I would like to play on the Senior Champions Tour.
We asked the moderate Dem leader about whether he'd run last month. Here's what he said.
I would be the first person to invite and invest in a viable candidate for our side for 26. And as soon as I find that person, you know, I'll be happy to meet them. But,
It's not in the mirror?
well, it's not anybody else yet, so we'll see.
Now, we are still a long ways away from 2026, and there is still plenty of time for these potential candidates to mull whether or not they actually want to get into the race. The polling that's out there right now, very early. It's likely to change. And one other thing, we've got a new Trump administration that's coming into power here in the coming days, and that could have influence on the politics right here in the Sunshine State. That's the latest out here at the state capitol. I'm Forrest Saunders reporting.